Perched on a hill above the Hudson River, just 25 miles north of Manhattan, stands a castle with pointed turrets, arched windows, and a history soaked in wealth, power, and something else. Something colder, something still watching. Built in 1838, Lyndhurst was no ordinary country home. It was a statement. Designed by the celebrated architect Alexander Jackson Davis, the mansion embraced the Gothic Revival style, a departure from the bland neoclassical temples of the time. It whispered of mystery, medievalism, and status. The mansion was first built in 1838 by William Paulding Jr., a former mayor of New York City and a War of 1812 general. Known for his flamboyant tastes, Paulding envisioned the mansion as a Gothic retreat, a kind of fantasy castle nestled in the Hudson Valley. Locals dubbed it Paulding's Folly, scandalised by its dark turrets and eerie silhouette. In the 1860s, George Merritt, a wealthy businessman and leather tycoon, purchased the estate and gave it its enduring name, Lyndhurst. He more than doubled its size, bringing in Alexander Jackson Davis again to expand the mansion into a full-scale Gothic manor. Merritt's money came from war contracts during the Civil War, supplying the North with materials and turning bloodshed into big profit. Both men were powerful, both were rich, but neither prepared the mansion for what was coming. Jay Gould, the most feared tycoon in America. Jay Gould, a railroad magnate and ruthless speculator, bought Lyndhurst in 1880. It became his refuge and his fortress. The newspapers called him the most hated man in America. Unlike the Astors or Vanderbilts, Jay Gould avoided high society galas, but that didn't mean Lyndhurst was quiet. Selective, secretive gatherings were hosted in the great dining hall and drawing rooms. Gould entertained powerful railroad executives, financiers, and political operatives, often under the guise of quiet weekends. The estate's size and isolated design meant visitors could arrive and depart unseen, especially under cover of night. Jay Gould died at Lyndhurst in 1892. He spent his final days behind Lyndhurst's Gothic walls, battling tuberculosis, but not before carefully crafting a mausoleum for himself and his descendants in Woodlawn Cemetery in the Bronx. After his death, his daughter Anna inherited an estimated $15 million, roughly $500 million today. In 1895, Anna shocked New York society by marrying Count Boniface de Castellane, a French aristocrat with impeccable lineage and an appetite for excess. He burned through her fortune at an alarming rate. Lavish homes, diamonds, a private church, all on her dime. The press dubbed him the spendthrift of Paris. She divorced him eventually, but then she married his cousin, the Duke of Talleyrand-Périgord. Anna's marriages became international tabloid fodder. Her social missteps and high-profile dramas made her one of the most gossiped-about heiresses of her time. Her sister Helen Gould was a devoted philanthropist and patron of the arts. She would commission private operatic performances inside Lyndhurst. She also invited her high society friends to the estate for spiritual evenings of culture. Mediums were a really popular form of entertainment for the rich at that time. The mansion's long corridors, vaulted ceilings, and hidden alcoves make it ripe for legends. Visitors speak of cold draughts where none should be, doors creaking open in empty rooms, and a shadowy figure spotted watching from the tower window. One former tour guide claimed to hear the sound of coughing from the library late at night. Another saw a woman in white drifting through the rose garden, vanishing as she turned the corner. But Lyndhurst isn't just a haunted house. It's a living monument to America's transformation, a place where art, architecture, and ambition collided. From the carved mahogany staircases to the Tiffany stained glass, every corner of the mansion tells a story. If you like true stories from the Gilded Age and the monuments that still stand as a witness to that very special time, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more. Oh, and drop a comment below.